Now on Victory Online, Bob Bruce is talking to Bradley Barlow and May Walker about the production of Rapunzel at the Groundlings Theatre.
Oh no, he isn't!
Oh yes he is, look.
And I'm really pleased to say I've got a couple of wonderful guests with me today from the Groundlings Theatre Panto this year, which is Rapunzel. I have the director with me, which is Bradley Barlow, and we have May Walker, who is Rapunzel. Hi, Bradley.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. It's really, really nice to have you in. Can we have a little bit about your background before we talk about Panto?
God, yeah, I suppose. So I've been working probably for about 15 years. My background is in writing and directing, really, primarily. I was running a theatre company in Sussex for about 4.5 years, moved back to Portsmouth in 2020, and I've been working locally since then, and I'm back at Groundlings for the second year in a row to direct their Panto.
So, I think there's a rumour going around that they heard about your talents and dragged you in. Tell me.
Well, I don't like to brag, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I moved back to the area. I reached out to Groundlings, was one of many theatres that I reached out to, and they asked if I'd like to perform in a show that they'd lost an actor 5 days before opening night, and I stepped in and they liked what they saw, and I've been part of the family since.
Yeah, part of the furniture now.
Pretty much.
And May, you're playing Rapunzel in Rapunzel.
Yeah.
So how did you get that role?
Well, just auditioning, really. So I started kind of with a self-tape, I think, and then it went into an in-person audition at Groundlings, which was really nice to kind of see the space, meet everyone in person, especially since COVID. It's really hard to get in-person auditions now. So that was actually really nice that we got to be in the space, meet everyone face-to-face.
I suppose there is that potential problem where you get in a group of actors who you've never met before, and somehow you've got to get on.
Yeah, I mean, we're really lucky actually this year. Everyone's really lovely. I think we all know that that's the case, that we're all meeting for the first time, and I think we all make that effort to kind of be a big presence, be really confident with each other and really encouraging. I mean, we all just do get on this year, actually. Really.
I think that's one, as a director, that's kind of rule number one for me is, obviously we want talented actors, but I want people that I want to hang out with for, for weeks that, we're rehearsing, and they've all got to get on with each other. So that's something I'm looking out for in the auditions. And we've struck gold. They're
brilliant. Good to know. I mean, I guess it's not the first time you've done it, and that's part of the job. Let's all get on.
Yeah.
All get on and enjoy the moment, I suppose. What's the story behind Rapunzel? Let's just let our listener know that.
So essentially, Rapunzel is snatched as a baby from her parents by the wicked witch Mother Rubella, who is our dame this year. So traditionally the dame tends to be the comic, light relief, maybe the fairy godmother type character. This year, our dame is a bit more evil, a bit darker, but also still funny and hopefully warming to the audience. Snatched by Mother Rubella, and Rapunzel grows up in a tower, and a handsome prince comes along to rescue her with her long, luscious hair, her magic hair.
Okay, do you have to hire in props, or do you build that?
No, actually, so we've got a fantastic team at Groundlings who have built or created lengths, lots and lots of lengths of hair, braided hair, spending days and days braiding this really, really long hair that we're making use of.
Does a theatre group normally have a wardrobe that can cope with all occasions, or do you have to hire that in?
Yeah, no, they've got their own wardrobe. It's takes up almost the length of the theatre, kind of the downstairs. Yeah, it's fantastic. And available for hire as well if anyone's looking for anything, I'm told. But a whole range of stuff from kind of Victorian period right through to modern day. So a whole bunch of stuff that we can make use of.
And I guess they have seamstresses there as well.
Yeah, so Liz, I'm not sure what her official title is, but our head of wardrobe, Liz, is fantastic. And she's got a small team that supports them. And your dress actually has been handmade, hasn't it? This year,
yeah, I mean, we were doing a bit of a costume fitting yesterday, and we were kind of going, and do you just have this? And do you possibly have this, and do you have this? And I mean, they had everything really, didn't they? We were really lucky. We had a few.
And have you got this in a 10?
Yeah. I mean, but that's the best bit about having the seamstress, like the ladies there that kind of all help out, is that any costume they have, they can then alter as well. So it really is, it's all very in-house with the costume. It's amazing.
That's brilliant. I mean, the Groundlings is a great organisation, and I know we won't go into too much detail, but they have struggled with certain things lately, but I think they seem to be on fire at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the hope is that this panto in particular is the start of an exciting journey for their future. We've had a lot of support from Portsmouth Council. The Guildhall Trust as well have been very hands-on with us as well this year. But yeah, I think, the only way is up, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the city of Portsmouth has always been blessed with a really good art scene generally, and it would be a shame for any of that to disappear.
Yeah, absolutely. And funny enough, actually, I wasn't really aware of the art scene until I moved back, at the end of 2020. I didn't realise that, when I grew up here as a teenager, I hate to say it, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't wait to leave. And actually, but I've come back, and the city has transformed over the last 15, 20 years. It's vibrant, and there's lodes of opportunities.
Do you know what? I really want to say this. Steve Pitt, the council leader, I think he's responsible for a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've met Steve briefly once, but yeah, absolutely. I think... And I think there's a lot of opportunities.
He supports all the arts, from literacy, music, act, everything, absolutely everything, which is great. It's great to have a council leader that understands how important it is.
And it really is. I think I'm going to go very deep now. So I've had issues with my mental health in the past, and I know that actually in some of my lowest moments, I've dragged myself to a rehearsal, really not wanted to be there. And it's just completely changed my mood. And I've gone home feeling happy and like I've achieved something. And actually, that can be the power of the arts for a lot of people.
100%. I've been in bands most of my working life, and the same thing. You get out, I don't want to go out tonight, and you get there, and within 3 bars, you're on fire. And
I think, as someone that's starting my career into the arts now. The reason I started was because I went to the theatre, and there was a character that I felt saw me and understood me. And I think that's also what's really important about Groundlings, is it's accessible. It's, it's a community place where you can learn to do these things, but then you can go watch a professional show. And that's what's so special about it is really bringing, we've got our ensemble are all community actors and dancers. And I think that's incredible that you've got us pros with the community, and we're really bouncing off of each other, which is just
absolutely. And I guess if you've got a good cast behind you, you're going to perform better anyway.
Yeah.
100%. And some of the kids this year in particular are really, really good. I mean, there's one in particular who's I think it's a Channel 4 show she's going to be appearing on soon. I think she's filmed that already. But there are others who are they're just fantastic, and maybe dare I say, putting some of the pros to shame. They're really good. really funny. Some really great comic instincts with some of them. It's fantastic.
Mate, it must be really good for you as a director to see young talent and think, my goodness gracious, how can I help this person along the road?
100%. And sometimes for some of these people, some of these kids, it's their first. It's the first time on the stage, and it's their first.
And they're shining.
Yeah, and the first time they've ever auditioned or whatever, and they're fantastic. And yeah, it's a real it's a privilege, and it's an honour, and it's also there's a responsibility as well to make sure that they leave the rehearsal period, they leave the performance feeling as if they're valued, and that they've achieved something, and
brilliant.
And it's really important.
Absolutely brilliant. So we know a bit about the story. We know it's at the Groundlings. When is it?
We open on the 5th of December and we close on the 31st of December. I think the only day we don't have performances is possibly Christmas Day. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 other dates as well, but the 5th to the 31st.
That's brilliant. Let me stop you for a moment. I want to talk to May again. So how many performances is that?
I think it's about 40 that we're doing.
Right, this is the big question. Are you going to have as much fun on the last night as you will the first night?
More fun.
Go on.
More fun.
Tell me why.
And do you know what? Every show, the audience give you something back, and we learn stuff from the audience every single show. So we find out moments that we didn't think were funny that the audience find funny, and we play off of that. And then the next show we learn something different. So it just gets more like better and better each time.
So your acting, your presentation, that will probably change every night.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
So
think
you can adapt.
yeah.
Hopefully not too much.
No, it's obviously
Says the director.
it's all within the structure of obviously telling the story and getting it across. But I think, every audience is different. They're going to react different to different moments. And we can then kind of take that, and it gives you that buzz to go, oh, okay, like we can try and get this next bit really, like we know what's coming. And
That's
we can.
brilliant. That's brilliant. Without Bradley hearing, let's secretly say, how much ad-libbing can you do?
Well, do you know what? I think we were already kind of doing a little bit of it in rehearsal, and I think we're also finding moments where where the humour's already written in the script. We're kind of finding those moments and kind of really digging in a bit, because you can't. I mean, this is the one show a year that you can kind of get away with it. Is Panto?
Oh no, you can't.
Oh yes, you can.
So I think and actually in rehearsals already, the script's really funny. So it's written by a professional panto dame who's performing up in Scarborough this year, I think. And so it's a really funny, great script, but we've added in a couple of additional jokes where kind of, for example, there's an Ariana Grande reference, and it's like, well, we need to mention Wicked, of course, that's out at the moment. Yeah. So little things like that. So we're finding additional jokes that we can just slot in as well. Yeah. And yesterday, actually, in rehearsal, I won't reveal which song, so I want to give it away. You have to come and watch. But we have added, it's quite a heartfelt love song, and we have turned it into quite a ridiculous slapstick moment. And I was literally crying with laughter. I had tears in my eyes. It was so funny.
I don't know how I'm going to sing it.
I can't wait to find out. So yeah, we're adding as much humour and fun for the audience as we can.
Brilliant. It sounds like it is going to be a lot of fun. It sounds like it's a great team. And May, your family are Portsmouth people.
Yes, they are.
And you moved away from Pompey. Are you back in Portsmouth now? Or?
I am. Well, for this.
That's the question,
working,
really. So you're travelling home every night?
No. So we've all got. So we've got 2 actors that are local, and the other 3 we're all kind of from London and up north. So we're all just kind of in digs at the moment,
right,
which is really nice.
Theatre digs, my goodness, that takes me back. So I guess everything comes to an end, and unfortunately we haven't got all day to chat. But is there anything else you think we need to let our listeners know? Definitely, we know the date now, from the 5th to the 31st of December, with a few days out. We need contact details.
Yeah, so all tickets are £17. So really,
for all of them?
Yeah,
I'll sell them on for more.
Yeah, they are. And yeah, it's a really good value for money, and you can get the tickets on groundlings.co.uk.
That's amazing. £17 for Panto's cheap.
It is. Well, we want families in, that's...
And you've got a lot of seats to fill. You've got a lot of nights.
We have.
Have you got sales already?
We have indeed. We have. And also, that's the other unique thing about Groundlings as well. It's not a traditional row-by-row structure in the audience. There's cabaret-style tables. So each table has... the round tables, I think it's 10 or 12 to each table. Yeah. And it creates, again, that kind of community... feeling
that's brilliant. Does Victory get an invite to the opening night?
I would hope so. I'd love to see you there.
Best blagger in this room. It's been really lovely having you both in, and we'll put this on our podcast. We'll go on to our official Victory Radio online podcast, and also I'll probably play this again towards Christmas a bit more.
Please do. Yeah, we'd love to see as many people there.
Come
as
and
possible.
watch.
Yeah.
I will, and I'll bring some friends. So thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having us.
Victory.
If you've enjoyed watching this podcast, then make sure you click that like button, and remember to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more of our podcasts. And don't forget, you can listen in where we're busy making radio like it used to be, on your DAB radio or online at victoryonline.co.uk. And you can also listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask it to tune in to Victory Online. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.